Hi guys, so I make this video with much sadness and dread, I guess is the better word. I don't even know how to start this. Okay. I was diagnosed with toxoplasmosis 7 years ago. It was like August of 2007. If you don't know what toxoplasmosis is, it is a blood parasite that can attack your eyes, heart, or your brain. And with me, it attacks my eyes. And it completely destroyed my life. I mean, I was in high school at the time and I had to be homeschooled because it was so, all the medications I was on was making me so sick. And I am pretty sure, I have bipolar disorder, and I was diagnosed as a manic depression, something like that. I don't know the exact word for it, but I was diagnosed with that. And I'm pretty sure that toxoplasmosis is what caused it. There's no scientific proof that it causes stuff like that, but I was a perfectly normal person until that happened. And then it was just I got it, and then I want to say 3 or 4 months after having it, I started just turning into this other person. And I mean, I've read on Wikipedia and stuff that it's sometimes can cause it. I mean, it's not proven, but you know, Wikipedia knows everything. Yeah, so this eye disease, blood disease, whatever you want to call it, totally ruined my life. I mean, all my problems now are from the toxoplasmosis. And I honestly don't know how I contracted it. Apparently they say I got it from a cat, but I wasn't really around cats. And now I'm not allowed to change a litter box or to be scratched by a cat, because then I'll it'll might mess up again. But at the time that I went and got diagnosed with it, the doctor told me that there was only 5 other people in the state of Kentucky that had toxoplasmosis. He might have been wrong. He might have been talking about only the ones that he has seen. But he said they were 3 of them was all spanned out over Kentucky. But 2 of them were in the same county, the same town, the same household. Because my father has it. And he has it in, I have it in both eyes, but he has it in his right eye. And you cannot convince me otherwise that it was hereditary from my dad. They say you can get it from your mom. I'm pretty sure I got it from my dad, because there's no chance of it happening to 2 people in the same household if it's not hereditary, because we didn't grow up in the same environment, because my dad apparently had it when he was a child, but it didn't flare up until he was in his 20s, and we didn't grow up in the same environment. So it's not that we both got it from living in the same house, because he had it and then I got it. We had a few cats, but we always had them declawed because my dad couldn't get scratched by a cat. So I'm pretty sure that it was hereditary. It had to be, and that's what I'm thinking. But anyway, back to the matter at hand. On the 23rd of April, just last week, my vision started getting worse. And if you know what eye spider webs are, I see them constantly. And if you don't know what that is, it's just little black dots everywhere. And because of the toxoplasmosis in 2007, I see those all the time. I also have a blind spot. If you're looking at a clock, directly at a clock, I can't see 4 and 5 o'clock. I can see everything around it, but not 4 and 5 and after that, down that way. And my blind spot got what I described it as a bubble. And it was kind of going towards, if you was looking at a clock, it was going towards where the hands are in the middle. And that was my pupil. So I let it go for a day, and I was okay, maybe I'm just imagining it, maybe something's not wrong. So on the 24th, it started hurting. This eye started hurting, and this is my bad eye. This is the one I'm half blind in, and if something was to go wrong, I lose this eye, or I lose my vision in this eye. And so I went to the doctor, and they checked the pressure in my eye. And if you don't know what that means, it's the pressure behind your eye. They take a thing, they call it the puffer, and they like shoot air into your eye and somehow it gets that, or they can take like a little machine and like tap it on your eye. I personally like them tapping on my eye better than blowing smoke into my eye or air or whatever. They done that and my pressure was 23. It's supposed to be 15 to 17, and they like freaked out and was calling all the doctors in Kentucky, like, do you have an opening, do you have anything? Turns out that every doctor in Kentucky this past weekend was out of town at like a convention or something like that. I don't know exactly, but they were out of town. And shit. And I had to see an eye surgeon. And it turns out that my toxoplasmosis has flared up again. I was told that it probably would never flare up again, and then 7 years later it flares up, and it's just, I know the process, like I know everything that I'm going to go through now, and it, seriously, I'm dreading it so bad. I mean, because when I had it in 2007, I mean, things might be different now, but when I had it back then, I had to have like 4 different medications, like pill medications. I had to have like 7 different eye drops, and I had to take one of them 8 times a day. And so that is what made me so sick, because I'd take the eye drop and then I would feel it like going down my throat, like it would drain into my throat. And that would make me so sick that I just had to lay. And that's why I had to be homeschooled, because I couldn't go to school and like be this sick, and I just couldn't do it. And then I also had a problem with the teacher that, like, I would say, well, I need to go do my eye drops, and I have to do it like every day in her class, and she's like, no, like, I need a doctor's excuse to do that. And I like have the eye drops with my name on it, and she'd be like, no, you can't do that. So like, this is like a funny story. I went home and I told my mom, I was like, well, I didn't get to take my eye drops like I was supposed to today. While I was telling her this, my dad walks in, and he come home from work, and he was like, what's going on? I was like, well, this, I'm not going to say her name, but this teacher won't let me take my eye drops. And my dad like got so mad, because I mean, my dad had been through toxoplasmosis treatment. He'd been through it, and he knew like how hard it is, and like how you're supposed to be right on time with all your medication. And he like got the phone book and found her phone number and called her house, yelling at her. It was so retarded. If you get the reference. But he's like yelling at her, and then she was like mad at me like the next day. She got an attitude with my dad on the phone, because she's like, well, she needs a doctor's excuse. And I was like, well, I'll give you a doctor's excuse. She like walked in the next day, and she's like, if you have to take your eye drops, then you need to leave my class. Like, this is Kentucky's school for you. On the 24th, they like looked behind my eye, and they found that it is active again. And well, they think it might be something else, but I mean, I know that it's toxoplasmosis. I mean, I know the warning signs of it. I mean, I went through it. I know that that's what's going on. But the eye surgeon that I seen give me medication for something else. Like, it's not even for toxoplasmosis. This one isn't. And I had to start that like the day that I got this, like on the 24th. And then he gave me these, which is for toxoplasmosis. It's actually prednisone, like the steroid. And he was like, you can't start these until Sunday. And I was like, so this is for toxoplasmosis, and you're not going to let me start it today? The doctor that, like the specialist that I seen the first time, like in 2007, like he immediately gave me eye drops to keep my eyes dilated. And that's like a key thing when you have toxoplasmosis, is because if your eyes are dilated, it can't attack, I guess your pupil. I don't know exactly, I'm sorry, but I don't really know, but it can't like attack something, and he didn't give me anything to keep my eyes dilated. And I feel like it's getting worse. He wasn't very informative, and I know that he wasn't specialized in toxoplasmosis, but I feel like that my eyesight is getting a lot worse, and then I might possibly lose the sight in this eye because he didn't give me dilation medicine. When he gave me the prescriptions for these, oh, it's starting to rain. Come here. What you doing? My baby woke up. Say hi, Damien. Say hi. He gave me 3 different prescriptions. He was like, I need you to do these and like start this one on Sunday. He didn't tell me what they were. Like I can't read his handwriting, so I didn't know that it wasn't a dilation eye drop, and he just didn't give it to me. I ate it, I'm like here, and then you know they get it back and it's like pills, and I'm just like ugh. But apparently these are for inflammation and things like that. So you want to play with it? Ah, are you showing him the medicine? But anyway, I go back to the doctor on Wednesday, which is the, what is Wednesday? Today's the 28th. I guess it's the 30th. Yay! Let mommy have them. I think what I'm going to do is make some vlogs about what I'm going through. And just in case somebody else is going through it too, like, I can help you. Because I've been through it twice now, which, I mean, I'm going through it for the second time. But this might be able to help somebody. And I'm sorry I'm not looking at the camera. It's like I'm trying to gather all my thoughts, so I like look away when I do that. I don't know. I'm sorry if it's aggravating. That's really all I wanted to update you guys on. And oh, I wanted to say, like, I'm not allowed to wear makeup now that, like, eye makeup now that this is messed up. So the next time, like, I mean, I might have some like pre-recorded videos that I might post. So if you see something like a video with me wearing makeup, it's like recorded obviously before. But the next videos, like from now on, I will not have makeup on for a little while. So I mean, I'm okay with it. I'm not like, oh my god, I'm hideous. Like, I mean, I don't really care, but I kind of wanted to give you guys a heads up about that. Look, look. He looks so scared. What is wrong with you? There's not really much else to say other than I'm going to be through a rough time right now. And I guess vlogging will help. So if you guys are like interested in that, I'm going to keep doing that. I'll probably vlog a little bit after I get out of the doctor and kind of like know like what he says like fresh in my mind. So just in case any of you guys are going through it too, like you'll know what to expect. And I mean, just from my very first experience, I could tell you all kinds of stuff. Thank you for watching, and if you're going to stick by me in my toxoplasmosis journey, then thank you. If you're interested in anything about toxoplasmosis or you have any questions, you can feel free to ask me. If you are curious, if you're going through it, don't be afraid to ask, because I always want to help people going through it, because I mean, I had my dad, you know, he like kind of helped me, but it had been like 20 years since he went through it, so he really didn't remember. I mean, it's not bad, like there's no pain really, unless like your eye starts hurting, and that's when you need to go back to the doctor. When I first found out I was diagnosed with it, the pressure behind my eyeball was 90. It's supposed to be 15 to 17, and it was 90. And like they was like, oh, your eye almost popped out of your head. And I was like, that's like a big deal, and you're acting like it's nothing. Like, we actually painted our living room, painted it gray. I was gonna do like a living room tour now that I've got it done, which I'm still debating on if I'm gonna paint or trim black or not. I'm gonna show our living room to you guys. Thank you for watching this video, and if you stick by me through this toxoplasmosis journey, then thank you for that too. And if you can put up with my no makeup face, thank you. If this is your first video you've seen from me, then my name is Danielle, and we have a lot of fun on my channel. You should subscribe now that it's medical related. And this is Damien. No, I'm just kidding. My channel's not going to be medical related. I'm just going to do some vlogs about it. If you're not interested in these kind of vlogs, like about the medical stuff, then it'll be named like, so, I don't know, you'll be able to tell which one is not medical. I will talk to you guys in the next video. Bye. This is our new living room color. It's not going to focus. It's like a really light gray. It looks a lot lighter than it actually is. But if you're afraid of Michael Myers, I'm sorry. And no, I'm not peeing in the background. That is the rain outside. Well, I might be peeing. You'll never know. No, I'm really just kidding. You want to see the rain?